Mm-hmm. What up, y'all? This is Anton, and this is a Simply Marvelous live show once again. We always got guests in the building, but first of all, we got somebody that's at home in the building. We got Taylor Day is here. What's going on? What's happening?
TD.
Hey,
TD, no Jakes. That's
no
what I'm
doubt.
talking about.
Flesh.
TD.
TD, no Jakes.
Hey y'all, what's kicking? What's popping?
Chilling, just living, you know.
Amen.
We got brother Jamar once again in the building, aka Okoye's barber. He's swift with the blade. He's swift with the blade. That's what it is.
Yes. The other superhero that I might know about is the barber. Right. The blade is the sharpest.
Did she tip well? Did she give out vibranium for a tip? That's all I need.
Absolutely. She blessed me with the vibranium blade. So you know what I'm saying? No follicle on the dome. We leaves no follicle at all.
Oh, and of course we got my boy BY. The Nightmare, aka Blade Brown, aka Reading is Fundamental. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah, Blade Brown. What's happening with you,
Right.
I'm decided to be Blade Brown today because I'm such a class act.
You're a class act.
Okay.
Cheerio.
All right. All right.
I'm all right, man. Just happy to be talking with y'all, man. I'm good though.
Absolutely.
Chilling, living. Peace, everybody out there. Shalom.
Shalom and mahon.
Well, we're gonna have some fun. We're just gonna talk all the Marvel happenings, whether you like the D23 or not. A lot of things people speculated on didn't even get mentioned in this show. So we're gonna talk about all the things that did happen.
Let's do it.
Yep. First, if you are watching, please hit that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit a thumbs up, a like, all that good stuff. And definitely hit the comments because we're going to have dialogue here. You're more than welcome to chime in. All right. So let's just get to it then, man. First thing that they went into on D23, of course, is the lowest hanging fruit, Wakanda Forever. They showed a little more footage than we got. Obviously, we didn't get this footage. The footage that they did show was the scene from the UN, Queen Ramonda addressing the UN, and it sounds interesting. Basically, the scene is saying that the people are trying to rob Wakanda. So if you see the ship, the thing on the ship, that's a Wakandan outreach post, and the soldiers that are storming it is somebody's
henchman.
Yeah, somebody's henchman coming out to try to get that vibranium. But she switches it up on them and she apprehends them and something of that nature. Basically, flip the script on all you, the people at the UN, like, nah, my king dead, but I'm not, and we're gonna hold this down. You feel me?
She's like, pull up.
Yeah. So,
pull up if you want to.
Yeah.
Be a problem for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. The question I do want to ask you guys, though, because I mean, that was pretty self-explanatory. As of late, the last week or two, they've been talking about these reshoots. Has anybody else heard about these last-minute reshoots that's going on?
No.
Yeah,
that's scary too.
They're scheduled for this week coming up, and then possibly another one like the first week of October. I don't know what these scenes are. Obviously, they're not going to tell us, but does that give y'all cause to pause a little bit?
It definitely gives me cause to pause. We just heard about reshoots with Thor. Not to say that it will ruin the movie. I'm just saying that anytime I hear reshoots, I feel like there's some creative control issues. There's somebody who's not feeling some things that's out there. And again, when you let other Pauls come in there, sometimes they can muddle things up. So it does give me
I
some
dig that.
concern, some small concern. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if it's just like a couple of things they taking out, cool. But if you like, if they taking out like 30, 35 minutes of movie and switching it up, then we got a
Right.
I highly doubt
major
that.
problem.
That's true. That's true.
That's true. I highly doubt they do that this close because that's not a 1 month fix, not 30 minutes.
Nah, it ain't.
I don't think so. Taylor, I mean, obviously you're a little more behind the scenes on these in these streets.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen reshoots done?
Yeah,
Have
I
you-
mean, like reshoots, they call it additional photography
Mhm.
sometimes. So like sometimes it can be concerning, like Hands in the Kitchen, which I would say if this was a DC project, that would definitely ring true. The studio's trying to change stuff to sell more toys.
Right,
But
right.
in this scenario, especially with the MCU and their like track record, I feel like it's probably just trying to clean up some of the consistency between projects. Maybe they're trying to tie it in more
See
to
that too.
the timeline of what's happening and other projects coming in and out, especially
Mhm.
since a lot of projects have like adjust their release dates have changed. They may be
Mhm.
doing something like that. They may just be like cleaning stuff up. And I mean, like especially on films this big and with like green screen and special effects like this, additional photography is going to happen. It's just going to happen regardless. But yeah, whether it's actually changing story or not is a great question, but hopefully not.
All right. Bruce, how
Yeah.
you feel?
I'm not really worried, man. Like what Taylor just said, if it was a DC situation, it probably had me feel that way. But
Nah,
also,
that's
I'd probably be thinking like,
1000%.
if it was DC, I'm probably gonna think they're getting rid of the one brother that was in
Out of their way.
He said the one bro man.
That's
we need
funny.
him up out of there.
He said
But-
Mike
but nah, man,
Tomlin,
I
you
think-
out of here.
Please, you gotta go. But
Don't
nah, I'm
blink.
not really worried about it, man. I think it's probably gonna be something extra with a post-credit scene, or to me, I just take it as, you know, like when I go to the store and get me a restaurant, get me something, I normally order a sandwich with no tomato, and to me, that sandwich is just that much better. So to me, I'm
Mhm.
thinking it's probably something like that. They added in something. They added. I think it's gonna be something more for credit scene, another Easter egg, something like that. Because they just can't. They're not gonna strike out and mess up. I know the budget for this is crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know this is the ending of this phase. So to me, if they're going back in, it's to add a little more icing on the cake. I mean, for some people, they don't like much icing, but to me, I think it's going to be a better situation. They probably put whatever they had was like, yo, we use Splendor. This time we're going to use some real shit.
I like
Hey
that.
man, they can
I like
always mess the sandwich up too. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
mess
yeah, they-
around and get the veggie sandwich when you really thought you was getting meatball on there, and
Yeah.
you with the veggie.
This the black bean joint. This the black bean joint.
Right.
Respect the black thing and it be on hit too.
That black bean do be fire at times
Yeah, it do.
though, for real. Especially you dress it up properly. You know.
Also, like keep in mind, y'all, when they were originally doing main principal photography, it was like kind of more so during the like hype of the pandemic. We're
Mhm.
slowing down. So that means that any type of scenes where you're needing large crowds together are probably better to film now than it was like a couple months ago, end of 2021. So it could be stuff like that too. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
No.
they said that they're going to be using the volume to record these last scenes, and the volume is what they used on Mandalorian. It's kind of just a big green screen set that you can kind of comp in everything, you know what I mean? So it's easier to use the volume than doing other things, which is a beautiful thing. And Kevin Feige, when he introduced this panel or the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, he said this is the biggest film that they've done to date. So that's including all the, Endgame and Infinity War.
That's great to hear.
That's big talk.
That's
They
big.
going in, man. They going
That's
in.
big talk, man.
They going in, man. They They going in. They got to. They know they dropped a 5 mic. They dropped a 5 mic trailer.
Yep.
And they were like, yo, we gotta live up to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they know they had a dud in Thor, so they gotta come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all coming for Thor like that? Don't come for my baby like that.
Had a dud.
Good. I ain't watched that a second time. I have not watched it.
Nah, he had great nipples on there. You know what it does.
That's funny, dude. All right, we're gonna go to the next one though.
All this hateration and holleration in this danceries.
I don't want to get stuck on Thor right now.
I hear you, but
pause.
After that panel, obviously they transitioned easily into Ironheart, and they actually showed some footage there. They confirmed the villain is the Hood. And their major emphasis is the magic versus technology. They didn't really give much other information. I heard a couple people reacting to what they saw, and they said it's basically pulled straight from the pages of the comic book. Obviously, I haven't read those, but that's a good thing if they're pulling directly from the source and seems to be true to the character that they built from the pages. So, and I've heard Dominique Thorne is
she's a head actor. And she's a head too. She is a comic book head, so I'm sure she was probably.
I love that. I love how they're getting people like actually in the MCU that are fans themselves.
Yeah,
I love it.
Fans.
I'm waiting on that phone.
I'm waiting on that. Waiting on it.
Waiting on that phone
call, MCU. Yeah, that's really all they showed on there. They did show her suit and all that, but just really no information. Hopefully some of this stuff leak out. We probably can get on the internet right now and find somebody who had the phone poked out, but you know, I'll wait for the trailer.
Man,
the next thing they talked about was Ant-Man, and really nothing new from that. They did show an extended part of the clip of their trailer they showed at the Comic-Con. Did anybody see the leaked footage of that?
I seen the leaked footage of the Comic-Con
about Cassie.
Yeah.
Well, no, not Cassie, but just
it was on Reddit.
Any footage. Was it? Okay.
It was on Reddit. They had like some Jonathan Majors Ant-Man combo that they had released after on Reddit.
Yeah.
So
okay. So yeah, that's all I saw from it. And they said it was extended in the footage that they showed here. I know he said something like he was talking to Ant-Man. He was like, "You're an Avenger. Haven't I killed you before?" And it goes on beyond that. Like it's some gangster stuff, but I really don't know. I feel like I don't know if he's going to be like a villain in here. I feel like they're going to need Ant-Man for something. That's what I think.
Well, that's what it kind of sounds like. Like he's being utilized for something that your boy needs.
Taylor is saying yes on this. You know something.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
When I say your boy, I don't want to. You know.
No. Hey, that's what it sounds like, though.
Your boy needs something.
If you need something, you hire the world's greatest thief. Really,
exactly.
Somebody who can get little. That's it.
Get Pause.
Pause.
Get little and get large. Anyway.
To the window.
But yeah, I don't really have much more on that one because they didn't tell us anymore. Let's see. We got some comments in here. Tori and Rain, first of all, appreciate you. Good evening to you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. Oh man, what is this? He said the budget is around 200 million. You have to tell me what is that for? I imagine you're talking about.
I think you're talking about Black Panther. Yeah,
I feel like it would be more than that. I thought it would be more than that just to be 100, but that's a big budget.
I mean, 200 million is.
Yeah,
I feel like money. That's a lot of money for Atlanta.
I think the last one was like 150. I believe that last one was 150.
I mean, that 200 Rings of Power bag, but that 200.
Nah, I mean they're gonna get that 200 back in the first weekend.
Oh, come on, man. First Thursday and Friday, they'll cop that. They'll get that bag back.
Oh, Dominique Thorne is about to be super busy these next few years. Yes, she is. She should be. She should be. Hold on. Oh, we got a question though. What did he say? If you could
question for
if you could cast and show, which show would it be?
That's a good question.
Oh man,
well, that's a good question. It has to be a show. It can't be any of the movies.
I know what I would want to be casted in.
I mean, I assume he's talking about movie or shows.
Yeah.
And then is this Disney Plus shows? Or are we talking about the Defenders as well?
Whatever.
I don't know. I know
you threw that qualifier. I mean, I want to be in Cap. I want to be in Baltimore when around Isaiah and all. You know what I'm saying? I want to be.
He just want to throw in his Ravens jersey. He don't want to throw his Ravens jersey on.
With the Ravens jersey on too, with the bros.
I respect that pick. That's a good pick right there.
Yeah.
I mean, oh man, I have to think about this one. That's a hard one right there. That is a great question.
It was a great question.
World War Hawk. If World War Hawk happens, I want to be involved. Or just draw me into if it's coming, or draw me into season 2 of What If. I'll take that.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I'll go with Daredevil. I'll go with the newest Daredevil. I'm gonna get a bigger check because it's 18 episodes. I could be in more episodes.
A good bag off that.
Man, and I'm gonna just be doing this. This is what I'm gonna be doing in the episodes. I'm just gonna be reporting what's going on in these streets in Hell's Kitchen.
After snitching.
Hey, y'all. I'm just reporting what's going on. Kingpin walking around with an eye patch on. He walking around with an eye patch on.
I ain't the one that gossip, but you ain't heard that from me.
But you ain't heard it from me.
I ain't the one that gossip.
All right.
On the low.
It's gonna be yep. Creed in March. Yep. He getting his beach body together. He's like this right now. Yeah. I seen him on the set of Creed. He looking extra swole. All right. Let's see what we got. What we leave off? Okay, next one. Werewolf by Night. They finally unveiled the damn thing. Oh my gosh, they just finally unveiled the damn thing. We've been listening. People talk about this possibility of this show happening for 6 months, especially since Moon Knight. They've been talking about this heavy. So I'm gonna throw it around the room. Well, I'll talk about it first, I guess. The trailer dropped as well, and we got to see some actual footage. First of all, to me, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mean, listen, you can. First of all, when you saw the guy in the coffin, the animatronic guy, I was like, oh man, they leaned all the way into it. He said, I will be rotting for you. That's like, oh, they clown.
Right.
He looked like the gypsy from Big. I don't know if y'all remember Tom Hanks.
Oh, yeah, man. That's hilarious.
Stop it. It had a little bit of Frankenstein swag too.
That is hilarious, though. It's so true. Hey, but I was saying this on my reaction. If this is what they were, because people had some screeners had seen footage of this and said it looked like garbage. But if this is what they were aiming for, just that old throwback, 1940s, 30s, 50s, whatever, animatronic, practical effect movie, I mean, they killed it. It looks beautiful. And then they ended off with saying it comes out in 2.5, 3 weeks. Come on, man. It was fire to me. So, Taylor, what did you think when you saw it?
I completely agree. If you guys don't get what they were going for, then you think it looks like trash. They're trying to go for that old Hollywood noir look. And they did. They nailed it. And it looks like it can be it's going to be scary when it needs to be. But it's also I need you to understand that we're in a new genre, we're in a new time period over here. It's kind of like how when WandaVision first came out, and it's oh, okay, this is about to be something a little bit different. And it was for those first several episodes. It's probably the same thing. And especially it's coming around near Halloween and stuff.
October 7th.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
It's getting that original Disney, them rides and stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, Kevin Feige has heard all the people talking about, man, all Marvel movies are the same, all Marvel TV shows are the same. First of all, if you're around if you're still around now, you know that's not true. But if you're still banging that drum, here you go.
Right.
Here you go. Right. Jamar, how you feel about it?
Man, I thought it was dope. I mean, I'm digging that like 50, 60 feel, man. It kind of reminded me of a little scene in Van Helsing. You know what I'm saying? Back in the early, back in the early 2G. So yeah, man, I'm digging it, man. So yeah, it's gonna be some really good. You got to do some great acting for this too. That's another thing I'm really looking forward to seeing because I feel like the acting is gonna be crispy in this. So
yeah. And it's probably
them for doing this.
Purposely cheesy at the same time.
Purposely cheesy and risque. Like I'm down with it, man. I'm down with it.
Absolutely. Bruce, how you feel?
Man, I was digging it. You know what I mean?
You're a horror guy.
It had a feel of like I don't know if y'all ever seen or remember the movie Clue.
Oh yeah,
love Clue.
Man. To watch Clue over and over and over again.
Right. In some of the inside of the asylum scenes from House on Haunted Hill, it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But I mean I like it with the black and white. If they show blood, that black and white, I think if they show blood, it's gonna make that stuff pop. The only thing that was missing from me was like the Thriller music, like Thriller in the background playing. It's like that's when I was watching it. Yeah, that's all I was thinking was like, man, creatures crawling, searching. Look, it looks solid.
The Addams Family swag, Frankenstein.
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
Classic. Yeah. And they debut Man Thing in there. I'm not, I don't know much about Man Thing, but he's another one of those ghouly, grisly characters, some like Swamp Thing and the werewolves and stuff like that. So I saw some reactions and people were very excited to see him show up. So it made me hype too. I can't wait. I don't even know. That's the thing. I don't know if it's episodic or it's just one straight off shoot, like 30 minutes to an hour or whatever. I have no idea.
It's just one thing, but I could be wrong. I'll look it up while y'all talk.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Well, the crazy thing is, will this be just like one and done, or will they try to connect this later on? Because you obviously with this type of visual look, how do you switch that into what's going on?
Great question.
I feel like they should try to blend it in.
They could. Yeah,
they get the views. They get the views. They will.
Even the I Am Groot shorts, blended in still with what's going down. So I feel like they should at least try to patch this into what's going on, or at least give you a patch into a prequel. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
I hope they give us something. As long as it's good, I hope they give us more. Obviously, it has ties to Moon Knight and all this stuff, so it could be pretty cool. All right. Next thing, our other trailer that we got, Secret Invasion. Now listen, that one right there had me gassed. I was hyped off that one, man. It took me back. Every time I see Nick Fury, I think of Winter Soldier. So, and it had that look and that feel to it. And then obviously the shenanigans when you insert the scrolls in this, like it's just going to be one of those. Well, it seems like it's going to be a political thriller because it seems like some agencies are trying to either gain power or gain some sort of artifact or try to get the powers of the scroll or whatever it is. There's going to be a lot going on, and I'm hyped. And we got Nick Fury at the center of it. Hold on, she just raised her hand. Hold on, what'd you say?
TV movie, so I'm guessing it's just a movie, one off.
Okay, all right. Okay.
But it'll probably still tie into this, like what you said, Sons by Night.
Midnight Suns.
Midnight Suns, probably.
It could.
Sons by Night could be the group alias. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. But
I'm here for it.
Right.
I'll go with you, Bruce, first on this one. What'd you think about the Secret Invasion trailer?
I think I watched that a little bit more than anything else. Thought it was solid. Had that Born Supremacy type vibe to it. Little James Bond vibes to it. I mean,
espionage.
it's going. Yeah, you're gonna keep you guessing. The action is going to be solid. I just hope. Man, why am I drawing a blank? What they call they change how they look.
The scrolls.
Yeah, I just hope they ain't goofy and cheesy like they was in Captain Marvel. I mean, they showed that one that was growling. So I mean, I just hope it ain't all as a bunch of British accents and punchline jokes. You know what I mean? But as long as it ain't that, I mean,
so you ain't trying to see no Mr. Bean, no Mr. Bean.
I ain't trying to see Mr. Bean. I ain't trying to see no. I ain't trying to see no kids. I ain't trying to see no kids in the hall. You know what I mean? But that's just me though. That's just me. That's just me though. It looked dope though. It looked dope.
They didn't give us that tone in the movie, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt right here. Taylor, what'd you think when you saw it?
I thought it was great. I'm excited for it. You know, Samuel Jackson can do no wrong.
Yes.
The only thing I'm looking for is them to make sense of the timeline of like who was actually Nick Fury, who was like, you know, playing Nick Fury. And so when he was actually on Earth, and also how he likes his sandwiches, because that was the dead giveaway that y'all messed up the continuity. Anyway. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'm sure they will try to answer that.
Yeah, that's mainly my thing. But no, I'm really excited for it, and interested to see like Rhodey and how that is eventually going to lead into Armor Wars too.
Well, they did say that this does lead directly into Armor Wars. So yeah. I don't know what that means. That's what they said.
Yep.
Jamar, what you think, man?
Yeah, man. Basically, Taylor just ghost written everything I was going to say. She basically she got all the bars, man. So yeah, I mean, you know, Sam can't do no wrong, man. Sam is gonna cook as he always does. Interesting seeing him with no patch.
So
you know, I was thinking about that one too. Like, well, you know,
I like it
with this. I'm digging that too, man. And like I said, Rhodey, kind of some of the commentary that I've read that Rhodey's got with Sam L and their one-on-one conversations, man. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait because I'm curious to see too, like how big of a role Rhodey is going to have, like in this particular project. We know he's going to have a big role in Secret Wars on down, but just in this particular show, I'm curious to see how many episodes he's in.
That's dope. Yeah, I agree, man. I think this is Marvel's bag, to be honest. Like the ground stuff, the things that are on the ground, the booth, you know, Civil War and things of that nature. That's what Marvel does the best to me. You know, the space stuff, I mean, they're kind of hit and miss out there. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the biggest ones. But when they got boots on the ground, more like military-esque government type, you know, type storylines. That's what Marvel is in their bag to me. So yeah, I can't wait for this one. I cannot wait. All right, next one they talked about Loki season 2. And I don't think we got any really information from this. They did show footage, but I didn't see what the description of the footage was, so I'm not even gonna really talk about it. It's season 2. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm more hyped for this, even though I obviously I wasn't a fan of the first one. But I feel like they're going to really up the ante for this because it is Loki season 2. We got to get more Jonathan Majors, more Kang. It's got to lay the groundworks for this Kang dynasty situation, especially after Quantumania. So I think it's going to be very important. How much can I tolerate of Loki for another 6 to 9 episodes? We'll see, especially if there's more
hilarious.
than one.
He said, Huddleston, I'm not.
You know what I mean?
Huddleston, I'm not trying to holler at you, man.
I don't know.
He ain't a fan. So he's like, I don't even want to shake your hand.
I like villain Loki.
I actually like the God of Mischief.
I know you do. I like villain Loki, but I'm just trying to be a good guy and stuff, man. I don't have a back plate. I don't want to get stabbed in my back too many more times, man.
That's real.
For
That's
real.
Yeah, back plate.
Yeah, man. It really was no more information on it though, just to be honest though.
He said he got the backpack.
Yeah.
I know that's your man.
You better put a phone book back there.
Right. And
had that Damon on it. Have all them phone books.
Right. Exactly.
Jamar, how hyped are you
for from Oz, boy?
I'm actually hyped, man, for Loki. I mean, I like the first one, but I like all the weird like puzzle type stuff anyway. I mean, I like video games that's got puzzles where you got to solve stuff in order to beat it.
Right.
So this Loki is kind of like right up my alley, man, as far as like thing you got to really be paying attention to it to kind of like catch everything, man. So but plus it ties a lot of loose ends, and it was confirmed that basically Sylvie messed up the timeline.
She destroyed the timeline. So I'm curious to see how that picks up, plus how much Big Dog we gonna get in there, how much of Kane we gonna get in there. So
right.
Looking forward to that too. And I'm hurt off of Torian saying that he wants to see Samuel say at least one MF.
It's not gonna happen. It's Disney Plus. Yeah,
he's a scroll motherfucker. Ain't his ears green? Ain't his face green, motherfucker?
I'm trying to go like
I'm right there with you. I need to see it.
You seen Deep Blue Sea? The shark ate me.
I hope y'all burn in hell. At least, something like that.
Y'all crazy. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Excuse me.
Shark ate me.
Next thing they talked about was something that is very low on everybody's totem pole of list of things, but to me, I'm kind of hyped. And it's Echo.
Low. Yeah, that's true.
Echo is going to tie heavily into Daredevil. When they introduced the cast, they I can't remember the girl's name, but
I can't remember her name either.
Yeah, she was introduced. They brought out Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and they brought out Vince D'Onofrio. And hey, I mean, if there's more Daredevil and Kingpin in it, I think we have something to watch here. And I think she probably is a dope character. She just didn't get she was in Hawkeye. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
She was in Hawkeye, man. That's the problem. It was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And they also
really
said
develop her much.
They said she's leaving New York, at least for a period of time. And there's a lot of indigenous, like she's going back to her roots and seeing her people and figuring out what's what. So it's going to be a cultural show too. So to me, that makes the show even more interesting. You know what I mean?
That's dope. She might bump an old girl from Prey. She might meet old girl from Prey.
That's ill. And did y'all know she's actually deaf though? She's really deaf in real life?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's ill.
She might have a head to carry back.
I saw a meme that said in this show how they're going to communicate when she's deaf and he can't see. So how they just
hey, you know how they remedied that? They remedied that though. He only got one eye patch. They only gave him one eye patch. They did though. That's what they said.
How they going to communicate?
Hey, as long as it's raining,
his shape is there.
As long as it's raining,
they get their vibrations.
Oh my God!
There's shape over there. There's shape over there. I know that. There's shape over there. Somebody breathing on me.
Dog, that's nuts that you even say that though. So we're gonna have a deaf guy, and we're gonna have a blind guy, a deaf girl, and a dude with one eye in the same show.
Hey,
bruh, communication is gonna be real. I didn't even think about that.
Salute to disability.
That means the old Vision might be in there when he was in parts. Let's go ahead and complete the Mr. Potato Head joint.
This man said Mr. Potato Head.
Let's go ahead and complete it, man. You know,
hey, nothing against anybody with any disabilities. It ain't that. It ain't that.
It ain't that.
I love everybody. I'm a big fan of. I love Stevie Wonder. I love Stevie Wonder.
Facts, big facts.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Ray. He said Ray. But now I'm hype about the show now. I like street level characters and stuff like that. And how they put her in the show. She's kind of she's the tough girl. She's not. She's very, she wants to bring you the funk if she has to. She's not trying to beat around the bush. None of that. So
this is gonna be her show. So she's gonna have to show up.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Sure.
All right. So what we got next? Oh, okay. So they did have Charlie Cox out there, and they did show the Daredevil She-Hulk footage out there, and. It was very little, but there was one question in there that they were talking about in the show, and it was, what's the difference between a goon and a henchman? So they're both on top of the building scouting what's going on out there. Daredevil's like, she's like, how do you know how many people was there? I could hear their heartbeats or whatnot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but how he explained what's the difference, a goon and a henchman. A henchman is a guy that's down for the actual cause. He's there. He's down. He don't care about nothing else. He want to accomplish what the boss man wants to accomplish. A goon, he there just for the check. So you already see that one guy who really don't want to fight in the background, but he got the gun.
That's a goon.
That's a goon right there.
So the henchman basically somebody who's savage then.
He a monster.
Savage.
Yeah. He pretty much bullseye. He's pretty much bullseye. Bullseye be a henchman.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
But I don't know when we're going to get this footage. I don't know what episode this is going to happen in She-Hulk, but we shall get it in the next few weeks. I hope so. And I've seen his suit more times. I really like it now. I wasn't sure about that yellow at first, but I'm liking it now.
I was about to say that's cool, been like,
because that's like original. So
that's super original.
Yeah.
But they didn't make it super bright. It's kind of more like golden. You know what I mean? So it looks good. It looks good. All right.
As long as the fight scenes is on that caliber with this, I don't care. I mean, in fight scenes was next level. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot one more thing. So they asked
Taylor, have you watched it?
Oh, go ahead.
Taylor,
look at it. Go ahead. Hold on. Look at this video. Hold on. I did that. I was like, she was trying to hide herself. So I'm just gonna let her
go. Just peace.
Yeah.
So,
all right, Taylor.
It's okay.
That's all right.
Okay.
So what happened was
you missing out. You missing out, but you good.
That's 2024 stuff. You got plenty of time. It's all right.
Exactly. That's going to be my goal for the rest of the year. I'm going to somehow find a way to get through Daredevil.
Yeah, it's good though. What he did, they asked him how could he describe the Daredevil show coming up, and he kept saying this: it's emotional, very emotional, very emotional. That's all he would say. So, I mean, it must be a real story.
Do you think something could be going back to the snap? You think they'll go back that far?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I think somebody said.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general. You know what I mean? When I think emotional, like who knows what's going on in their personal life now? But I mean, depending on how far they go back, maybe he lost some friends, family.
And I think of emotional.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
like Bucky.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Daredevil gonna be dealing with the loss of Chadwick. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh
man, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? I mean, it could. I wonder. He could be still dealing with the death of his father. You know, obviously his father died. So, and then we don't know.
I wonder if they're gonna bring back Stick. I wonder if they're gonna bring back Stick. Stick was hard.
Stick was hard. Stick was super hard. But I don't know. We really don't know. I'm hyped for it though. 18 episodes.
Right.
Come on, son. All right, next thing. Captain America.
Hey.
New World Order. The villain revealed plus the cast. So they talked about Samuel Stern, aka the leader, being the major villain, which is crazy. What is that? 14 years ago? 14 years ago, they left that thread dangling, and they're gonna pay it off now.
Right. Right. It was back in the Edward Norton.
Yeah, that's the Edward Norton. Yeah. I think it's dope. I don't know that character a lot, so I'm not gonna act like
he's
I'm
a genius.
Yeah, he's a super genius.
I just know he got a big dome.
Man, he got
that head extra.
I ain't got enough snaps on the back of this for that dude's wig. You know what I mean? You got to add a whole nother situation on there. He need a strap on the back of his hat.
Oh man!
But no, he's definitely a recognized villain. You know,
got that gold large head. He got that gold large head.
He got that crane. That he's gonna need a definitely special helmet over top of that.
His headaches is the worst.
Yeah, you know he got the heels have eyes swag.
Yes, yeah, he got that inbred dome. That inbred dome.
Y'all crazy.
Same time I don't know you, bro, kid.
I don't know nothing about him. I wish I knew more about him. I'm gonna do some research, but it's one of those things that a lot of people have been waiting on this. So I'm gonna go with it.
Looking at Torian's last.
What'd he say? Hold on.
He got that Martian head from Mars Attack.
Facts. All the wig piece. Yes, indeed. You got that Mega Mind. He got a Mega Mind.
Mega Mind. Oh snap! He got that head that they them big heads they dug up in South America, bro. Them big boys they dig up. Man, like I feel sorry for your neck, bro. I feel sorry for your neck. Neck got so much stress. Neck tapped out 40 years ago.
All head and shoulders.
Nothing but dome.
But
nothing but dome piece.
So they also talked about Danny Ramirez, the new Falcon. And we kind of knew he would show up. But they also said brother Carl Lumley, aka Isaiah Bradley, is showing back up.
Let's go.
So,
word. I didn't know that.
We all know what we want. We need him to strap in, put the boots on. You know what I mean? Get back in the fight. I don't need it anymore. I don't need no pep talks. We don't need no history lessons no more. We need
he got the
get in the field.
The sanitation worker type of pants too in his uniform.
He got mad pockets.
Charles S. Dutton type of pants.
Did y'all ever watch? Did y'all ever watch Key and Peele? The show?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There was that episode where he said that the old black dude be walking around the hood with the peanuts or some Skittles in there, and he always want to drop knowledge. Listen, young brother, what you like? No, man, we don't want to hear that.
We don't want that.
Get in the fight. Put them hands on somebody. I ain't trying to see them Skittles. None of that.
Right.
Only way I want to hear a history lesson if they do a flashback. They do a flashback to that time when he was locked up in that camp or had to break out and free his brothers. That'd be beautiful. But I kind of want them to do a solo movie. I'm still holding out for that. Yeah, they did have that copyright trademark filed for that.
We start that hashtag.
Hey, they already seem to be thinking about it. They thinking about it
black
already.
And white Isaiah Bradley movie is what we need.
Winter Soldier's comment.
I can't wait. I hope so. But how do you feel about kind of just seeing the cast and the no, hold on. Before I even do that, do you want to say anything about Chris Evans, Taylor? You know, I had the theory.
He's not going to be in the
movie. Okay, I just want to let you get it out. I want you to get it out. Okay, I'm gonna let you get it out.
Say it with your chest, then. Say it with your chest, then.
As Johnny Blaze before he's coming back as Cap.
I'm not.
He's done. Boundaries. Y'all need to learn boundaries. He's got a boundary. He's not coming back.
Get that. I'm about to write a letter to him now. Forget that. Boundaries. He's coming back to Secret Wars.
Send a pigeon,
Secret Wars.
Dear Chris,
write it in
dear
the
Chris,
sky.
you still ain't call a rope. I hope you have a chance.
Right?
You still ain't call a rope. I hope you have a chance. I ain't mad. I just don't like the way you did your fans.
Let him be free. Let him be free. He did his work. What else is there to say? We saw him hand over the thing. If he came back, it would be a disservice to Stan. It would be a disservice if he came back.
Let us free. Let
it
us
would
free
change
like
the
Amistad.
attention.
Give us the flea.
Get us free like Amistad.
Oh man. All right. So with the news that they've shared with us on that, does that hype you up for the film more? Knowing that the leader and then Isaiah Bradley and Torres, aka the new Falcon, coming back. How do you feel about it?
I'm so excited to see Torres.
Are you?
I like them. He's good people. But mainly, like, what's great, of course, like, we want to see Isaiah, but like Winter Soldier said in the comments, that's another like key in for Patriot to show up and again lead us back to Young Avengers while they're still young.
True that. True, while they're still young.
While they're still
real talk,
right?
Good.
Even having some old Young Avengers,
man,
some old ass Young Avengers,
bruh. Man,
they just gonna be the new Avengers. It's not young anymore.
Right.
Just the current Avengers.
Bruce, what did you think when you see this?
Hearing about Isaiah, it's dope. I was a little shocked when I heard of the leader. Because I mean, when I think of him, I think of the Hulk. I think of that. So it was just kind of me like, what direction they're going to go. The leader isn't a physical villain. I mean, and then this is a different Cap. So I know if it was Chris Evans Cap, he liked to throw hands. Right. So it just makes me think so the leader is going to be somewhere behind the scenes doing something with how smart he is. Either it's going to be some type of other serum, something, I don't know. I wanted to see some hands get thrown though. I mean, I know he'll probably take a right hook or two, but I think Isaiah coming back is real dope. I put that at the top of the list. See, hearing the leader, which the character is cool, but for this it wasn't like but I mean it's still cool, you know what I mean? To bring him back, that makes it that much doper.
Right. I agree. Jamar, what do you think?
No, I'm with Bruce. I mean, I definitely want to see Isaiah at least choke somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just put hands on one person. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see. I don't want to see.
I don't want to take him off the ground. Lift him
exactly.
Up.
Just
he's not
you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him be like Mr.
Miyagi.
You don't want him to be like Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, she's 10 toes on that. Yeah. I don't want them to turn him to Mr. Miyagi where he's just watering plants and stuff all the time.
We don't want that. We definitely don't want that.
I want him to lay hands.
Listen. If they brought Chris Evans back, the thing is, like, he has already said he's not coming back, and the white folks are already doing this. All the people, like, in the news report, they're like, Captain America for Chris Evans, and it's like, no, it's not. He's not Captain America anymore. So why would they put him in this film if they're already having trouble getting everyone's attention turned, like, to anyway. You see my point. You see my point. Exactly.
We get you.
They
want
he does.
The Captain American gatekeepers. The gatekeepers.
Oh man!
Oh, that's hilarious right there.
That straight up Crypt Keeper face.
That's about to be Joe's Halloween costume. That's about to be Joe's Halloween. He's gonna come out of the White House in that.
He said Bilbo.
Looking like old Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo.
Buddy.
Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. He got that short Abraham Lincoln face.
Oh, not the A face. Okay. All right. So before we move on, I got a quick question though for you guys. You watched everybody watched the latest episode of She-Hulk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Was that the latest episode where she got attacked by the guys? No, that was the third episode, right?
That was episode 3.
Yeah, that was those bats.
The fourth one was the date.
Yep. You're right. So do you think possibly the leader could have sent those goons to get Jennifer Walters? I know he in the comics. I know I watched a video on the leader. And it said he was he got the blood in him, the first time. Then he went back to try to get more to keep upgrading, basically. So his wig just kept getting bigger. For real. That's really what happened. So I wonder if he was the one that sent the goons to try to get her blood to try to get more. You know,
that makes sense though. That's a dope connection.
He said he was pulling a Michael Morpheus. Then is what he needed more blood.
He said that man's dome just started getting bigger.
For real though. It's real tough.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in our group chat of the video. Word. It was dated like maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, so it was before this announcement was made. But all right,
that's a dope connection, though. That's a dope connection, though.
I mean, I think it's possible. It is something that we got to figure out because he really was trying to get that blood. Say, try to puncture through that. What do you say? That ugly, nasty skin or something like, man. What are you? You bugging.
Just hating.
Ain't no needle getting through that.
All right.
Listen, they on TikTok they made a filter to turn like all the women green into She-Hulk, and we all want to be green now. The ladies have decided, and we all want to be green. We look good green, and we all want to be green now. So
that's just an excuse for green twerking.
What?
That's an excuse for that.
Hey.
That's how you gonna see now on TikTok.
No,
people turn themselves green trying to twerk. It's coming, Taylor. I'm telling you, it's gonna be in their next Glorilla video. She gonna like TikTok filter.
Oh man, that's hilarious. That new Glorilla.
Let's go. She gonna be green.
Oh.
Hold on. All right. Okay, let's get to the next thing though. Next thing, real quick. The Thunderbolts, the team lineup got revealed. I'm definitely interested to see what y'all think of the lineup. See Miss Valentina Allegra DeFontaine is heading up this thing. Ghost is coming back. Red Guardian is going to be in there. We already know he's going to be the clown of the group.
Cracking him jokes.
The Russian cat.
Yelena Belova, so father, daughter in the same group. Then we got the most hated John Walker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The most hated John Walker is in the building.
Fake cap.
You got Brother Bucky in there to keep him in check. You hear me? So I think the lineup is all right, though. The lineup is all right. Now the one
cool.
The one person we didn't get to hear that I'm not sure if he's going to turn up later is Zemo. Everybody thought Zemo would be in the group. Didn't say anything. So I mean, I'm almost guaranteed he's going to be in the movie. If he's not in the movie, what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? What are you saving him for?
I don't know.
This is the end of 2024 that this comes out. So y'all tripping.
The J Dub is Taylor's BFF. That's what Torian is saying.
Over my deceased body. Over my deceased green twerking body. So
let's go.
Whatever. I have several things to say about this lineup.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Number one, I'm not going to say any details. I'm just going to say this, and then I'm going to move on to the rest of my points. I don't think the lineup's done. Okay, so now I think there's some more, maybe at least one more person that's yet to be revealed, and no, I'm not explaining that. So moving on. So somebody online somebody online was criticizing the fact that you have 3 super soldiers on there, and then 2 other characters that are, and then 2 Black Widows, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of agree. It's not a lot of like variety as far as who they have on the team. Yes, where is Zemo? But it'll still be interesting. Yeah, Red Guardian was just like really, I feel like a random one, but I could see it if like he saw like Yelena was doing it and wanted to get back in the suit, and then Valentina was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like,
where's body?
Yeah, it's like, was there like if Zemo isn't the main villain, was there like scheduling conflicts? Like, this is such like a weird swap out.
I don't know. Well, so at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, he was left in the hands of the Wakandans, if I'm correct.
Okay.
I think you're right.
So you're not negotiating with them. You don't have no control of what they have in their possession. So
interesting. Okay,
you know what I mean? That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I could think of.
This is actually like building a better case for my internal theory that I'm going to hold on to until later. So go ahead.
Okay. Bruce, how'd you feel about the lineup when you saw it?
I thought it was straight. I was a little shocked. I was expecting something to do with Zemo. But also I was expecting Zemo to be involved in the next Captain America, like even more. But so that's why I wasn't really expecting the leader. I think it's straight, man. Do a little something more with what the female version of Taskmaster. I would like to see.
Oh, didn't I put Taskmaster on there? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, she's not on there, but she's on there.
She's definitely on the squad. She's definitely on the squad.
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
Yeah, she's on the squad.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's why she said 3 Black Widows.
Yeah.
Well, 2. Yeah.
But it's straight. You know what I mean? It's like I said, if somebody else could pop up, they could be more. They could add more in season 2. It'd be dope if somehow we can hint something towards like a Red Hawk. This could be a good look to somehow get Punisher in scene, because Punisher is a Thunderbolt also.
Frank Castle is. So, you're right about that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And he like the new, Frank Castle Thunderbolt. He got like the red skull on his shirt. Well, at least a year or so ago. So I think it's decent, man. I'm gonna tune in.
No doubt. Jamar, how'd you feel?
Yeah, I mean, same way as Bruce. I wish I would have seen Abomination on that squad, and maybe that's Taylor's theory. You know what I'm saying? That Abomination might sneak on there. Out of Wong's, I guess out of Jennifer Walters, she bailed him out. You know what I'm saying? But I still think we're gonna see Abomination in some form. I think he'll be at some point. Too. But yeah, I wish he was in this squad though. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to checking this one out and seeing what they do. It's nice. It's a good squad. Yeah. It is. They do have a lot of conflicting. Well, I should say it's a lot of comparable attributes for all these people, as far as fighting style. But again, hopefully we get to see them go a hard body on somebody, though.
I dig it. I mean, I like the lineup for what it is. It's obviously going to be something that's on the ground. Once again, boots on the ground type of joint in the streets.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah. Valentina Allegra, she don't have that much pull to get somebody upper echelon. She can't call Captain Marvel. She can't deal with the Wakandans probably. Like she's getting a ragtag group bunch, and these what we have left are these guys, these players right here, and they really, isn't that correct though? I mean, all of them are
them off-brand.
These are the former villains.
This is all guys. Family Dollar squad. Yeah. This is what this is.
I mean, it's a real squad. The squad is real.
Dollar team.
You can take everybody a couple of them out. But
everybody it ain't Mountain Dew, but it's what is it, Lightning Mountain or something like that, whatever that off-brand Mountain Dew.
Everything is Family Dollar with this whole team. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep it one.
I just see it's an opportunity to do some dope stuff though. All these characters were underutilized in every film that they were in. Of course, Taskmaster was. Even Bucky was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, man. He was out there looking like Luke Cage. You know what I mean? Was he doing anything like real spectacular though? The most spectacular thing he did in the entire show was dive off a motorcycle into a character. Like, he got his arm deprogrammed by Io. She hit him with the just
and just dropped it around. Like,
it's like it's much room for improvement for him. Yelena Belova, I mean, she's a widow, so she's going to do some fly shit. You already know that.
Oh yeah, she got battle.
Red Guardian, we know why he's here. It's that dynamic between them two and the funny. Obviously, he's going to do some ground and pound. You know what I mean? Some strong stuff. But Ghost, like she was underutilized. She was she was sick. I'll just call her. She was sick in the last time we saw her. And then, Valentina, she's just basically an Amanda Waller. That's all she is, though. She might shoot somebody one time. You know what I mean? She might have some other contacts that she can get a hold of Abomination or something like that. But that's the only thing you can do. This movie depends on the actual threat. That's what really this movie depends on. Who's the villain? What's the end game goal and all that? But I think some fly stuff can come out of it.
The leader.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like Taskmaster is about to kind of be like what's his face in The Boys, the silent one.
Please don't.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Black Noir.
No spoilers. Yes, Black Noir.
Black Noir.
Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her.
Taskmaster's about to be another Black Noir for Thunderbolts.
Nah,
man,
you
just
can't
really speak.
Black Noir got disrespected in that show.
Yeah, you just went for the gut, neck, and chest on that
one. Kill shot. All kill shots.
They have to show off Taskmaster being actual Taskmaster. She has to be mimicking fighting styles. That's what Taskmaster is. If they don't show that for real, they gave us like 5 seconds of that in the movie. 5 seconds on the bridge. That was it. They have to show that type of stuff, but I don't know. And Yelena is the leader of this group. That's what they said. So we'll see. I'm hyped for it. It's supposed to be. Is that the last movie in Phase 5? Yeah, it is. It's the last movie of Phase 5.
I thought Quantumania was.
No, Quantumania is like.
I thought Thunderbolts was a TV show, not a movie.
Nah, it's a movie.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I thought Thunderbolts was a TV show also.
Hold on, let me go. Hold on, let me look. Because now.
Yeah, I believe it is a TV show.
Actually, I could be wrong. I just said that because it only makes sense. But it probably is a movie. I think I would like it more as a TV show though. Like how if they did like 45-minute episodes. Because then you can really get into each character and actually set up something with good pacing.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of a fan I would be of it if it's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, like, we haven't spent enough time with each of these characters besides Bucky and Yelena and Red Guardian for them to actually have like a good chemistry all together.
Right.
It's feeling Suicide Squad #1.
Yeah.
Even with this team that they have. Yeah. With this team that they have, it still would make sense to me for it to be a show more than I don't know.
In theory, yes. In theory, you are correct. It should be a TV show, but I don't know.
It's a movie. It's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a movie.
I'm gonna still watch it. They're gonna get my They're gonna get my $10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it closes Phase 5, so I'm sure we're going to get.
It's going to be when that comes out.
More information.
With inflation, it might be 15 by the time this come out.
Hey, man, I'm gonna need to get this ticket on layaway.
I know, right? Paying installments.
Can I get a pay in 4 on this, please?
For real.
I don't know. We'll see, man. I believe they'll plant plenty of seeds leading up to that movie. I'm sure they won't be a full form team when the movie starts. It'll be a gradual bring a new character in every 15 minutes type thing. You know what I mean?
Suicide Squad.
Yes. I mean, Suicide Squad, all of them got recruited all at once. So, you know what I mean? They were all in the same place in the first place. So all these characters are around the world doing other things.
And some of them Suicide Squad folks had some serious battle too. So we're going to see what these Thunderbolts is working with.
We're going to see. I'm hyped for it, though. All right, so the very last thing. Hold on. No, it's not the last thing. So Fantastic Four actually brought out who the director is real quick, and I forgot to write it down. Shackman, right? Okay. Yeah, Fantastic Four. Matt Shackman is the director of Fantastic Four. He directed on WandaVision. Which is a good sign. At least he did that. Yeah, that's a good sign. I would say. The one question I have: do you think the Fantastic Four is going to be at least partly a period piece? Do you think it'll be going in the past to explain where they've been? Because I don't think they've been here they've been here the whole time, but not been here the whole time. That's what I think. So I can really see it being like a 90s or 80s or 90s TV show, movie theme wise, them being out in space, something happened, they go off and then they come back. That's the only way to explain that they just You know what I mean? They're here now because they have to be somewhere. They're not just going to sit idly while Brother Thanos show off all his jewelry. You know what I mean?
That makes some sense.
Yeah. I don't know. And, Shackman doing WandaVision, they did like 17 different periods of time in one show. You know what I mean?
In one show. Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just a theory that I think of, but I don't know. Anybody else think so?
Possibly, or they could add them. If was it Morbius? They had Scarecrow come in at the end. Maybe what Strange and them did on the last Spider-Man somehow did something with the Fantastic Four. But I don't know if it's a throwback. I mean, that would be cool. I've heard that rumor a lot too. But as long as they do it correct, man, I think it'll be all right, no matter what it is, man.
Yeah, I think so.
No matter what it is.
So Feige said that it's not a period, not an origin story. That's very interesting.
I mean, they're probably just tired, like how we were tired starting out with Spider-Man 50 million times, and they kind of just jumped into things, even though it ended up being like an origin trilogy rather than an origin, Anyway, but yeah, good question. I don't know. The only thing is, like, if you were to go back and say that, so you're saying that they left like in the 80s, 90s, and they're just coming back in present day.
So there were scientists sometime before all the shenanigans that we've seen go down.
Yeah.
It don't have to be the 80s or the 90s per se. Just be pre-2008 to be 100, or pre-Captain Marvel to be 100. So I guess that would be pre-80s though, right?
Well, Captain Marvel was like 90, right? It was like 90.
Yeah, it was 90s. You're right. So
yeah,
it just has to be where they were somewhere while this fight was happening. You know what I mean? I guess they could, but if it's not an origin story, that means they're already established when they show up. So they've been here for a while.
This is all I'm saying. Oh, go ahead, Bruce. Go
ahead. I was just gonna say there was on Strange, they had their own version of Thanos. They could have been battling a Thanos like character in another, timeline, and maybe the threats of Doom, maybe the threats of Kane leads him to come back to this time, and they could explain it off like, yeah, you wasn't here, but hey, we helped body another Thanos though. We actually might even be probably overthinking this ish anyway. You know what I mean?
For some reason, I thought they was gonna have this come out after, Secret Wars and all that.
No, this is the first movie of Phase 6. This is the first movie of Phase 6. So it's pre-Kang Dynasty, pre-Secret Wars, pre all that.
What Bruce is saying then definitely has some the element of believability to it then. Because they could be coming back for, like, we sense the threat. Because Reed is he's got all that. He's up there, man. So
got that leader intelligence without the head. You got that leader intelligence without the head.
The 838 version of Reed Richards would beg to differ though. He's not saying that smart.
Oh no, he got bodied swiftly.
All right, you was about to say something, Taylor. What's up?
Yeah, go ahead. My bad, Taylor.
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying that we're getting a lot of superheroes in a short amount of time. Yep. And part of me wishes they would have held out on the Accords from Civil War for now, when there's like way more super people running around. I don't know. That's the only thing that came into my head, because it's like, dang, everyone's popping up super now. Like, I would have more of a problem with it now than when they did like the plot. Straight up.
Yeah, I don't know. Some has happened. We're getting our mutants starting to pop up out of nowhere. It is a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. So the very last thing they talked about at this conference was the Marvels. They brought out Tiana Paris. I think that's what her name was. Mon Vellani, and Miss Carol Danvers herself, Brie Larson, and the director. Is her name Nia DaCosta? Is that
Nia DaCosta? She's the director for Candyman. Worked on that for a week.
Okay. Oh yeah, word.
Okay. So they brought her out, and they showed some footage actually of it, and yeah, I mean, so I don't know if everybody see Miss Marvel yet? Anybody not seen Miss Marvel?
I've seen it.
Okay. So they did describe the end credit scene where they swap places. They're saying that Miss Marvel didn't swap places with Captain Marvel. She swapped places with
Monica Rambeau.
And and then Monica Rambeau took Captain Marvel's spot.
Carol's spot.
So they're all in 3 different places, and basically the plot thus far that they've told us is them trying to reconnect because all their powers are connected somehow, and they keep swapping spots and all this stuff. So I don't know how to feel about it, though. A lot of people said this was the best part of the show, the D23. The footage that they showed was the best, but they keep calling this movie a comedy, though. And that always makes me nervous. So
they need it to be, though.
Yeah, I mean it does. Cause I mean, with Miss Marvel, of course, it has to be a comedy somewhat. But when you just straight lead off with a comedy, I'm like,
I think it's mainly to get people back on the side of Brie Larson because, like, supposedly the fandom has such a big problem with Brie Larson, so they're gonna have to make it some kind of funny to keep people at least entertained and somehow like turn the tides back in her favor.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
To me, that like kick some butt. That'll be it. Instead of cracking a joke, you know what I mean? Like, go out there and knock some heads off.
I don't know. It depends. Like I said, we don't know the plot of the movie for sure. Man, that movie. What you know about the movie?
The movie.
I hear you. I hear you over there.
That's how you rap like Mo. That's all you got to do. The movie.
Just making up the word. E40 over there.
Project Pat Hook. Good movie. That thing juicy.
Anton over there more hipper than a hippopotamus. I hear you, bro.
I'll be more hipper than a hippopotamus. Getting your head like a neurologist. Got a part of my name to Apocalypse.
Man, we used to clown on that. I ain't gonna lie. We used to talk about that one verse where he said, let's let us 203s up on the other side of town. Let us 203s up on the side of town.
Draw attention on the other side of town. Wait for the popo shift to change. Ghetto shooting range. Rebound. More games. Yeah.
He killed
40 slick with the flow.
He killed that.
Yeah. We just turned into fresh out for a minute.
I know, for a quick second. But no, I'm still
shout out to Fresh Out.
Yes, definitely shout out to Fresh Out. You heard me. I'm very excited for the movie still in light of that. I want to see more Tiara Paris as Spectrum or Photon. I don't know what they're going to call her for real. Iman Vellani, I mean, I could watch her all day. It's just, that's us being in the movies. When I see Iman, she's awesome. So I don't know what a villain, or they didn't name any villains. Oh, did they? No, they didn't name a villain. But I don't know.
That I seen.
Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be super colorful, a super colorful, funny adventure. I'll put it that way. Taylor Day, how do you feel?
I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. That's all I got. I completely trust Nia DaCosta. She's great. She's a great director, a great creator. She's a Black woman. Shout out to Black women. Black women directors. So yeah, no, I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
Love y'all.
Mm-hmm. Hey fellas, what y'all think about this movie in particular? If y'all have any thoughts?
Definitely want to see if Kamala's powers grow any in this one, and also whether she's Photon, Spectrum, like you said, whatever. I want to see how she develops, because really these are young Marvel characters at this stage. Young is in power, like they start to really now discover it. So I'm curious to see how dominant or how powerful they get in the Marvels. Okay. We already know Carol's she's already in her bag. So curious to see how the other two come up.
I'm pretty sure they said show
and the villain. I'm definitely want to see who the villain's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what
I think they showed footage of them tag team fighting and all that, and I heard it was pretty dynamic also. So That's all I got though. Bruce, how you think?
I'm curious.
How you feel?
I mean, I'm a peep of the course. I'm more curious of what the threat is going to be. You know what I mean? That's the main thing for me. What's going to be the threat to lead these three characters to, you know, join forces and do what they got to do. Definitely with the concept of Captain Marvel being one of the more powerful characters in the universe. You know what I mean? Where she's gonna need a trio to get it done. So yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, hearing the comedy aspect of it, that don't really grab me, but it's Marvel. It's you know, I get it. You know what I mean? Make them laugh and get them that way. But to me, it's just show how awesome, cool, powerful this character is, and I think that's what will win people over. But then again, maybe that's talk from a action dude. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I mean, we just desire balance at the end of the day. Really, that's all it is.
True.
It's balance. True. That's all.
Yeah.
Straight up balance. Torian asked, "Who do you think will be the shining star of the Marvels?"
Kamala.
I think Kamala.
I think Kamala too. I think Kamala's gonna cook. I think they're probably gonna highlight her a little bit more. She'll probably get some of the best lines, like in the movie.
I don't know if she'll be the actual dopest, but I think she'll be the one that fans gravitate.
I think she'll be the one the fans gravitate.
Yeah, just her energy in general. I think that's what it'll be. Yeah. Anything else in the chat? The three of them keep swapping places whenever they try to use their power, so they team up to try and fix it.
Yeah, it makes some sense, bro. That makes some sense.
I still need to know what the game is. Yeah,
all in the game. Seem like every time we on, he there. You gotta get him a t-shirt, son. Get him a t-shirt.
Yeah.
When I get one, y'all gonna get one. All I got is 2 hats.
Yeah, but
waiting on that chain.
Yeah.
Right. And Torian, both of them killing it in the chat today. Y'all throwing darts out there.
Glad they didn't fill out the 8 empty phase 6 slots for Comic-Con. Happy for them to save for the next year's or D23. So at least a whopping 16 projects. Yeah. We don't need all that information. I totally agree. We could theorize.
Don't be like the leaders. Trying to absorb all that information.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. It's too much. Yeah. I just think they're trying to hold their bullets, man. I really think that the mutant thing, I don't think they can really give us much information, at least in light of what they've been saying about the contracts until 2025. I kind of believe that stuff now. I think they're just holding on. Just holding on tight. Secret Wars happens, the floodgates is going to open up, though. Well, before that, phase 6 happens, floodgates are going to open up for real. All right, y'all. That's really all I have for today. I appreciate everybody joining us.
No doubt.
It's definitely fun chopping this stuff up. We got more stuff to talk about, man. Just more stuff. We got She-Hulk coming for episode 5 this week. Obviously we get the Werewolf by Night in like 2.5-3 weeks, which is crazy. I didn't see that coming. And then we get Black Panther. You already know. Every time you say Black Panther, just look at Bruce's face. It's just like that.
It's a holiday.
I know they released
holiday season.
I know they released a Mandalorian trailer. I didn't get to watch it yet. Did y'all peep it out?
I seen that, bro. I seen it.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
I seen
the Mandalorian.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I haven't watched season 2 of Mandalorian yet.
It's flame.
I haven't either.
Solid.
It's
season.
I'm gonna check
the trailer.
I'm gonna get into it. Because season 1 was fire. I was totally shocked.
Yeah.
And that's the only project I've ever watched out of Star Wars, really.
Season 2 was dope too, but I'm waiting on that cast in Andor as well to drop.
They've been talking about that Andor. They've been talking about that Andor.
I got an ill Mandalorian piece on my wall. I don't know if I ever showed that to Anton or sent it to him, but I got an ill Mandalorian on my wall. That's really dope.
I think you did show it to me.
I got an ill Boba Fett.
This is the
and
way.
I got the yes, sir. It is. I want to do a joint called that. But yeah, I got to check for it.
Hey, real quick, Taylor, did you see anything else out of 23 that sparked your interest?
Of course, Little Mermaid. You had Halle Bailey up in there doing the thing, singing, them bars.
You're gonna kill that.
Yeah, she really is. So excited to see her in that.
They mad at that though.
Oh yeah, they've been mad since she was cast. But like when you hear her and you see her, you can't deny she was the best. They said they were the first. She was the first, and no one could top her in the audition. So like, I mean, stay mad if you want to. Take it to your mama.
Yeah, take it to your mama.
She's still cast. They made the movie. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
You don't like it, do something.
Do something. Why? Because everybody's about to go. Everybody's about to go see it.
Oh man, no doubt. Yeah, I think that's gonna be dope. Then they announced a Mufasa, like a prequel.
Yeah, they're doing Mufasa prequel. Okay. I wonder if this means that they like have officially shelved the Lion King sequel because was it supposed to be? Or no, that was Jungle Book. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
Okay.
Yeah, she said don't listen to me.
I'm trying to see that Henry Jones though. Henry Jones #5.
Indiana Jones. I haven't. Did they release the trailer for that? Did they release it?
They haven't released the trailer yet. But I seen Harrison Ford shedding a tear over it though.
Okay.
So he's passionate. He's passionate about this one.
I know.
So,
when Kevin Feige took the stage for the Marvel panel, I think they said the first thing he said was, "Whew, still trying to get over that Indiana Jones 5 footage I just saw." So
wow.
Yeah,
it sounds like
it's probably going to be a passing of the torch, is what I would assume. That's what this movie is going to be: him passing the torch to either a child or something like that.
I have to watch
Harrison passing the torch.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you're gonna have to. He's 80. He gonna have to.
I hear you, but I thought he told Chris Pratt that the character dies with him. So.
Well, the character can, but you can still have somebody replace Indiana Jones as being
exactly. But they could have done that with Chris Pratt.
Let's have Laura Croft step in.
Hey, I'm
they
down.
Really should. The last one they did with Alicia Vikander didn't do well, so I don't know.
They do crossovers like that.
But the character of Lara Croft, if they do it right, could be
that
could be an epic joint.
Did you?
Anyone talking Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
Did y'all ever hear the last Underworld movie, wherever that was, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it was? They said that actually the writers or directors or whatever of the Underworld reached out to Marvel about doing a crossover with the Underworld and Blade. You know what I mean? But they was like, no, we not interested. That would actually
be dope.
Man, that would have been dumb dope. But then to see that they're but now, you know what I mean, you see that they bringing back Blade. So at that time, there wasn't nothing moving with Blade. So to me, it's like, why not? But to see now that they doing what they doing with it, yeah, it makes sense. Because I know that was I'm running off a little bit, but years ago when they did the horror, they did Jason versus Freddy. That was actually supposed to be Ash versus Jason versus Freddy. But when they reached out to Sam Raimi, he didn't want to, he didn't want to he said, hey, I might want to do something with Ash in the future. So I believe that's probably why Marvel did that. But if they would have did a crossover somehow with the Underworld, that would have been an A+, yo.
That's ill. I guess the last thing I'll say, did anybody see the video games that they unveiled? Did anybody see any?
That was the one thing I didn't pay attention to be honest. Once I seen Henry and all the Marvel stuff, I was like,
deuced out. Well, they revealed one game. I know y'all probably heard me talk about this. A Black Panther game that was being made by one of the studios who did Shadow of Mordor.
That's Equinix, not Equinix, but I can't
forget what
the
they
name
were.
Of
they were a derivative of EA somewhere. Monolith, that's what they were. They were Monolith, but they unveiled that yesterday, just like, just a little cinematic footage. But it turns out the game is actually a period piece, 1940 in the 40s, World War II. It's Cap and Black Panther.
Cap, with Cap.
And it has, I think, Bucky in there possibly, and Adora character.
That's gonna be dope, then.
So I was like, oh Lord. I was real hype about that. But
yeah, check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a video probably in a couple of days with Mr. Baker talking about that game. So, yes, sir. Indeed.
You know he's gonna slip Mortal in there though, aren't you?
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
That's gonna be the deal.
Indeed. All right, well, y'all, let's get out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming. Everybody who tuned in to the show, thank y'all for watching, interacting in the comments, all in the game. Torian, appreciate y'all helping us out with the show.
Salute to y'all.
Everybody else, please subscribe, hit a like button, and tune in to our next show. All right, go check out Fresh Out also. Fresh Out. Absolutely. All right, man. I appreciate it once again. And we out this thing.
Peace.